Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Jai Shri Ram. Welcome to our next episode in our complete reading of Srimad Valmiki Ramayanam. In the previous episode, we saw how Lakshmana warned Sri Ramachandra that the person who has come might be Maricha. Sri Ramachandra accepts with Lakshmana's judgment and says, I'm not sure, but I do think it must be a rakshasa maaya also. But then if it is Maricha, I'm going to kill him because this man has, or this rakshasa has troubled a lot of rishis by going to their places and in the form of a deer and killing the other deers which are there in the place, and sometimes going till the rishis in the form of a deer. The rishis then probably thought that this is a normal deer that has come so that we can play with, and then once the rishis come unsuspectingly near Maricha used to kill them and eat them. So I know that this is what Maricha has done, and if it is Maricha indeed, I am going to kill Lakshmana. He deserves death for all the bad things he has done in the past. But if it is a normal deed, as Sita has requested for, in the last 13 years she has not requested anything. Now that she has asked for something, I am going to get that and give it to her. So this is what Sri Ramachandra says, and after saying this now, Sri Ramachandra leaves with a sword and with a bow. So in most of the things that we see that Sri Ramachandra was carrying a single bow, but no, what we understand from whatever Ramayana reading that we have done till now is these people were carrying multiple bows and multiple quivers which are filled with arrows. So that's how they came to Dandakaranya, and that's how they are traveling. So Sri Ramachandra picked up a bow that has got 3 bends, okay, so that he can shoot the arrow quickly in case he realizes it's Maricha. So Sri Ramachandra is now going after Maricha, and Tahatam Samadhisya Bhrataram Dagandarha Babandhasi Mahateja Jambu Nadayamatsuram. So he also took up a sword which has got a golden hilt, and he says, Oh Lakshmana, take care of Sita very well. You and Jatayu should be taking care of Sita in my absence. That we discussed in our previous episode also. Now, Tavastrivitam Chapam Adayatma Vibhushanam Avadhisya Kalapodho Jaga Modagra Vikramaha. So he took up the bow. He also took up 2 quivers which are filled with arrows, and now he has started his journey behind Maricha to catch him. Now Maricha has seen Sri Ramachandra and he quickly disappeared, and after a few seconds he again appeared. So Sri Ramachandra now was, he's still in the dilemma, right? He doesn't still know whether it's a deer or a rakshasa. So he's giving 50-50 chance to both the possibilities, and now see he is walking very quickly, and now he has taken his sword out, and when he sees a deer quite close by, he picks the sword out, but then the deer suddenly disappeared. So he again puts it back. He now goes. He has got a dhanush in his hand, and in some seconds he's seeing that the deer is going very fast, very far. In a few seconds later, he's seeing it quite near. And so the moment he is taking his bow, the deer is disappearing and reappearing in some different place. All of a sudden, he is seeing that the deer is jumping very high into the sky, and sometimes he is seeing that it's actually flying in the sky. So this way, Maricha is playing games. Muhurta deva dadurse, muhurdurat prakasade, darsana deva sopakarshata raghavam, suduram asramasyasya maricho mrugatam gataha. So in 1 second, in 1 muhurta, Sri Ramachandra is seeing him quite nearby. In another second, he is seeing him quite long, and sometimes he is seeing them in the middle of a few bushes, and sometimes he is not even being seen. Like this, Maricha took Sri Ramachandra quite far away from the ashrama. After a lot of time of this, Sri Ramachandra now finally is growing tired, and see, I think the tiring is more because of the mind, because in 1 second he is seeing it, 1 second he does not see it. This way, when somebody is playing a game, right, it becomes very tough to go after that person. So Sri Ramachandra is now getting really tired. He saw a beautiful grass under a tree, so he sat there. And the moment Maricha saw that Sri Ramachandra is tired and he's taking rest, he quickly reappeared along with a group of deer in front of Sri Ramachandra. Grihitu kamam drishtvainam punarevabhyadhavada Tatkshanadeva Santrasat Punarantarhito Bhavat. So Sri Ramachandra got alert, he wanted to catch, Maricha realized it, and suddenly he disappeared. Punareva Todurat Vrukshandan Vinisrutam Društva Ramo Mahatejaha Tam Hantum Krotanishyaha. By now, Sri Ramachandra realized that it's not a normal deer and it's a rakshasa. So he quickly realized that he should be going for the kill. He quickly took his dhanush out and now he started aiming the arrow so that this time when he sees the deer would be dead. Bhuyastu saramudhrutya kupitas tatra raghavah suryarasmi pratikasam jwalantamarimardanah sandaya sudhrudhe chapi vikrushya balavad bali tameva mrugamuddisya svesasantimapannagam moja jalitam deeptam astram brahma vinirmitam. Because he was sure that it's a rakshasa, Sri Ramachandra was very clear that it's not a normal deer that he is hunting. So he took out an arrow which was shining like the rays of sun. He took the bow, he put it there, and then he pulled it back and he left it, and that was the Brahmastra that he used. And Shariram Mrugarupasya Vinirpitta Sarvotamaha Marichasyeva Hrudiyam Bhesa Sinisannivaha. The moment that arrow came out, it went and broke the heart of Maricha. Now Maricha Talamatra Mathotpitya Nyapatatsa Saraturaha Vinadan Bhairavam Nadam Dharanyam Alpajivataha. So Maricha, who was hit by this arrow, he flew as high as a palm tree. You know, palm trees are very high, right? So Maricha went to that height and then he fell down. That was the power of SriRama Bana. And then Maricha now left the body of the deer and now he is in the body of his original body of Rakshasa. So he quickly realized that he should get Lakshmana out. So for that he started shouting, Ha Sita, Ha Lakshmana, Saprapta Kalamajnaya Chakaracha Tatasvanam Sadrusham Raghavasyaha Ha Site Lakshmaneticha. So Ha Sita, Ha Lakshmana was the thing that he shouted. He shouted how? He shouted like SriRamachandra. He used SriRamachandra's voice to get that done. Tena marmani nirviddham sarena nupanemahi mrugarupam tudam tyakva rakshasam rupamastah chakresa sumahakayam maricho jeevitam tyajan. So in like that, by leaving the body of the deer and by taking his own body, because Rakshasas cannot stay in Kamarupa when they are dying, when they are eating, when they are dying. That with that such a big body, he fell down and he died. Tam drushtvavattam bhumau raksham bhimadarsanam ramo rudhirasiptangam cheshtamanam mahitire jagam manasa sitam lakshmanasya vachasmaran. So this Rakshasa has fell down and the body is, filled with blood and it is rolling on the floor. But now Sri Ramachandra quickly remembered what Lakshmana told him, and now why did Maricha take his name while dying? So Sri Ramachandra, when he thought it, a shiver went through his body. He realized that Lakshmana was right. The person whom he killed was Maricha himself. And then he saw another deer that was going there. He took an arrow, he killed it, and started bringing that body back home. Now, what happens when Sri Ramachandra gets back home and what is happening with Sita and Lakshmana on the other end? Because they just heard Maricha speaking in Sri Ramachandra's voice. So, as Ha Sita and Ha Lakshmana. So, naturally, Sita is now she is very, very nervous as to some misfortune is coming her way. She was really, really worried, and in her worry, she is now talking to Lakshmana. She is saying, Artaswaram tutam bhartur vijnaya sadrisam mane uvacha Lakshmanam Sita gaccha janiha raghavam. So she quickly said to Lakshmana, go and check what has happened to SriRama. Now Nahime hrudayam sthane jeevidam bhavadishtati kroshtah paramartasya nasrutastabdo maya bhajam akrandamanam tovane bhrataram tratumarhasi. So please go and help your brother who is in the forest, because I have never heard him shout like this. Then Lakshmana did not go. Now Sita became angry. Saumitre mitra rupena bhratru swamisatruvat yastvamasya masthayam bhrataram naivatsyate. Oh Lakshmana, you should go and help SriRama. You are looking like a friend to SriRama, but you are behaving like an enemy. And now she is using very, very bad words here, and she repents these in Sundarakanda. Now she's saying, Ichchasitvam vinasyantam Ramam Lakshmana Matkrute Lobhatvam Matkrute Nunam Nanu Gachisi Raghavam. O Lakshmana, you are interested in me. That's the reason why you are wishing that SriRama perishes. Because of your thoughts on me only, you did not go to SriRama. He continues this conversation, very tough for us to hear. She says, Visramte priyam manye sneho bhratari naste tena tishtasi visrabdha pamapasyan mahadvitim. You are wishing that SriRamachandra gets something bad. You are not loving him. That's why you are not even going when SriRamachandra is not being seen. And she also says, you are here because you came for SriRamachandra, and now if SriRamachandra is in danger, you should go and save him. You should not stay back to save me. Like this, she started crying. She was exploding on him. But then Lakshmana is still maintaining his composure in spite of she saying all these words. He's saying, Pannagasura Gandharva Deva Manusha Rakshasaihi Asakyastava Vaidehi Bharta Jetum na samsayaha. Oh great lady, if it was Asuras, Pannagas, Gandharvas, Devatas, Manavas, Rakshasas, nobody can defeat your husband. Devi Devamanusheshu Gandharveshu Patatrishu Rakshaseshu Pisacheshu Kinnareshu Mrugeshu Cha Danaveshu Ghoreshu Sanavidyeta Sobhane Yoramam Pratyudhyeta Samare Vasavopamam. And he's addressing as O Mangalaprada, O Devi. In a war, SriRamachandra is equivalent to Devendra. Nobody, even the Devatas, Gandharvas, Rakshasas, Pishachas, Kinnaras, Mrugas, no one, not even a bird, no one can stand in front of SriRamachandra. Abadhya Samare Ramo Naivantam Vaktumarhasi Natvam Asmin Vane Hotu Mutsafe Raghavam Vina. I really don't want to leave you when SriRamachandra is not there in this forest, because nobody can kill SriRamachandra in a war. And then he explains SriRamachandra's prowess, and he says, don't worry, Hridayam Nirvutam Testu Santapastva Jadamayam Agamishyate Bharta Sigram Hatva Mrugottamam. SriRamachandra will kill that deer and he'll come back quickly. And he says, you are getting worried for no reason, and Rakshasas are around us. If I go there, they might come and attack you, and that would not be very good for all of us. Hence, I will not leave this. And then Sita Ma again starts insulting him. She says, you are doing something which should not be done. You are wishing that SriRamachandra should get a very bad loss in his life. SriRamachandra is stuck in a very big problem. You are not going and helping him. You are acting in a very secret way. You are doing a big papa, and you have mixed your hands with Bharata. All of you are having a strategy. How do you think that I'll marry somebody else? She's totally not able to take the fact that she has heard SriRamachandra's voice like that. But then she is not a Maharshi Kanya, so she knows what is coming in. But then she is somehow trying to push Lakshmana to go away from there. And when she is saying, when SriRamachandra is not there, I'll not live here even for a minute. And then again Lakshmana says, I don't want to really get back to you on this. You are like a goddess. You are talking like this. I understand. You are really worried. That's making you talk like this. But no, I really don't want to hear this sort of words from you. Oh Sita, please understand. If I go away from this place now, I'm really having doubts if I will be able to see both of you together again. So why are you doubting me? You are really getting worried, and I'm just following my brother's orders, and you are thinking too much. You are reading too much into this. Oh Sita, this is not how you should be behaving. Now I am finally accepting your words. I am going there to where SriRamachandra has went. But oh Visalakshi, take care of yourself, and all the Vanadevatas who live in this Vana, they must be protecting you. I am requesting all of them to protect you. Nimittani Ghorani Yani Pradurбhavanti me Apittam Saharamena Pasyayam Punaragadha Navetye Tanna Janami Vaidehi Janakatmaje. Oh Sita, we are seeing all these shakunas, all these signs are really not favoring us. So I am really worried whether if I come back, would I be able to see both of you together? The moment Lakshmana says this, Sita is again getting back. She is very angry. She wants SriRamachandra to be back, right? She's loving him so much that she is not able to digests the fact that Lakshmana is not going and helping her husband. Godavarim pravekshami vina Ramena Lakshmana avandhishye dhvatyakshe vishame dehamatmanaham. I'll jump into Godavari because they're staying beside Godavari at that point of time, or I'll take a rope and hang myself, or I'll jump from the heights and I'll kill myself, or I'll take poison. But you'll have to go. Please go. I'll not touch any other person other than SriRamachandra. And then she started hitting her stomach and she started crying. Now Lakshmana had no other option but to leave. So he quickly decided to leave, and then he did Abhivada to Sita Ma. That's a namaskara. Tatastu Sitam Abhivadya Lakshmana Krutanjali Kinchidavik Pranamyecha Anvikshamano Bahusascha Maithilim Jagama Ramasya Sanipamatmavan. So Lakshmana then did Abhivada to Sita Ma, and then he again did a namaskara, and then he started looking back multiple times, but still he left that place to meet SriRamachandra. Now what happens after this? What is Ravana's next move? That we will be seeing in our next episode. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pasyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Om sarvam sukhdi sai samarha swam charana arvindar paramastu swasti. Jai Shri Ram.